Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Office of Equal Rights New Employee Orientation. My name is Glenn Padiachi. I am the Equal Employment Opportunity, Diversity, and Inclusion Training Specialist. Glad to be with you here this morning. Today we're going to talk about an overview of the federal EEO sector EEO complaint process. And with that, we'll just talk about, as an employee, if an employee feels that they've been subjected to harassment or discrimination, that individual has 45 days to make contact with an EEO counselor and say, hey, I believe that I've been subjected to harassment or discrimination. And then once you make that contact with the EEO counselor, you have 30 days to try to get that resolved through the the Equal Employment Opportunity Counseling process. Because our goal here is to try to resolve your complaint at the lowest level possible. We also can have alternative dispute resolution, the FEMA's ADR folks involved in trying to assist with looking at your complaint and trying to get that resolved. You get the original 30 days plus an additional 60 days to try to get that resolved. If for some reason you are not able to get your complaint resolved through the EEO counselor process, at that point then, if you're not satisfied with the results, you may file a formal EEO complaint. And you can do that by contacting the Office of Equal Rights and saying, I'm filing a formal EEO complaint. When the Office of Equal Rights staff receive your complaint, they're going to review it thoroughly and make one or two decisions. They're going to either say, hey, we got enough here to conduct a formal investigation based on the nature of the complaint, the seriousness of the allegations, or they may just dismiss it. Maybe you didn't cite a protected class, or there were some other things that just didn't rise to the level of an EEO complaint or an EEO investigation, and you'll be notified of that. So let's assume that it has been accepted for investigation. The Office of Equal Rights has 180 days to conduct a thorough, impartial review of that complaint and investigation, and then provide you with the results of that investigation within 180 days of you filing that complaint. Let's assume that you're not happy with the Office of Equal Rights determination. Then you can do one or two things. You can request for an EEOC hearing, 180 days from the time that you requested you filed that formal complaint, or 30 days after you've received the investigation results. Or you can also have the agency make a determination, review it, and make a determination on that. When the EEOC hearing request is 30 days from the completion, the administrative judge at EEOC makes the findings within 180 days from your request, and they'll make a final determination within 40 days. If for some reason as a complainant you're not happy with that, you can appeal it with the Office of Federal Operations. If for some reason that you didn't request a hearing but you wanted the agency to look at it, they've got 60 days to issue that final determination to you. Again, if you are not satisfied with the results of that, you can appeal with the Office of Federal Operations within 30 days of that notification. Once you've exhausted your administrative process, it's called administrative remedies, and you're still not happy with the results of the determination of your complaint, at that point you may file a lawsuit on your complaint. That's a quick overview of the federal sector EEO process. All that information is in your handbook. But at this point, let's see if there's any questions, and let's talk about that process.